Not everybody has access to a Tesla showroom. So how do you test drive a car if you want to experience one? Well, today we're going to show you how Tesla's self-service demo drives work. It's our first time, so we're taking you along with us to figure it out.
Okay guys, so here's the plan. We booked a Tesla Model Y long-range all-wheel drive near us in Stanton, Virginia. Stanton. I always get yelled at for how I pronounce that. So we're driving out to the Avid Hotel there, and at the hotel there will be a Model Y waiting for us. And so the plan is we're going to drive out there. It's about an hour and a half away, and we're going to go test drive and see what this experience is like. Now, for those of you that are wondering where you can find this or how you can do it, you go to Tesla's website, you go to Vehicles, and then over to the right in Demo Drive, you'll be able to select the vehicle that you'd like, the time, and all these things that work for you. And I want to show you guys how this is designated on the website. So obviously you can see you can pick different vehicles. I found that for us in our local area, mostly the Model 3 and Model Y, the more popular Teslas were the ones that had self-service options. But as you can see there, you'll see self-service as a designated tag for these different locations. Not every location will have it. Some locations just, for like the Cybertruck or the Model X, I didn't have any self-service options in my area. So you select your time, you put in your date. Once you do all of that, you will basically get this car. I already have a Tesla. And so in my app, it just comes up as another vehicle. This is what that screen looks like. There's a locate Model Y button that's deactivated at the bottom until your time slot. And so once it hit 2 o'clock on the dot for our scheduled time, that button becomes active and I'm able to get in and interact with the car as if it was almost just like one of the vehicles I already own.
So here we are. Here's our demo drive. I'm wearing this rig as like around my neck, so it's kind of junky, but I don't know why this keeps working as a mirror, but here I am. Once we go in the app, it gives us access to the vehicle. We're able to basically locate the vehicle. Once we locate it, or once I went through the process of locating it, it shows me the car. I'm able to do everything like I normally would. Ooh, that's nice. I definitely want the cooled seats on all the way. It's a hot day here in January in Virginia. So I'm able to operate it like I normally would if I own this vehicle, right? Here's some other cars in our fleet, and it's almost the same exact thing. Obviously the favorited or the shortcut settings are a little different, but everything else is as it normally would be. You can see we have the full self-driving feature on this car, otherwise we would not see summon. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up the phone key, pair it, and now we should be able to do summon. So I'm gonna walk over somewhere else in the parking lot. You can see I'm standing here in front of this car. There's Mike's vehicle. And now, why don't I walk over here and have the car come to me? Perfect. Summon works good. Why don't we go see what it's like to supercharge? I was told that not only do we have this for a couple hours, but we also should have free supercharging. So everything so far has been pretty seamless getting set up. I'm gonna navigate to the closest supercharger and we'll see what we get. Let me readjust this camera for you guys. The reason I'm taking you guys to a supercharger is one of the things that this whole self-service demo experience, there's not a whole lot that I've seen about it, that I've heard about it.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Jefferson Highway.
One of the big reasons I wanted to make this video was to document this process. What does this look like? Obviously, you guys can go look at full self-driving videos from, other Model Ys and other things. We have those on our channel. Other channels have those. But there are some nuance with this full self-driving. I think it's so cool that you get to do this because you don't have to have a salesperson breathing down your throat, even though Tesla doesn't usually do that at their galleries or showrooms. But this is really nice to just be able to go at your own pace, to be able to check things out. And the cool thing is, I was told that you get this for 120 minutes, so you get it for 2 hours, and also supercharging is supposed to be free. So say that you wanted to go experience what it was like to supercharge, you could easily do that with this vehicle and just get your use in, be a goofball, make some mistakes on your own without having anyone there on top of you. So I really like this. And again, this is cool. I'm assuming generally they'll probably have most of these self-service demos near a supercharger, so you can do this. So that's a nice plus. Since we left and had that little awkward interaction at the gravel driveway, I haven't had to touch full self-driving. That's not a problem. Let's see what we're on. We are on 14.222. So that's probably the latest and greatest. I don't really know. I don't keep up to date with it because my main daily driver is a Hardware 4 vehicle. This car only has 445 miles on it. Okay. So if you were wondering what happens when you hit the emergency door release, full self-driving turns off, but then it came back on by itself, which was pretty cool. So if you have a toddler in the back that opens the door by accident, need not be afraid. As long as your toddler is fine, your full self-driving will continue to work. I've been to the Sheets before. Many a time. Oh look, another black Juniper Model Y. Nice, okay, it looks like it's gonna back us in. Okay, cool. It just did that all by itself. I didn't select that. I didn't consciously select that as we were getting out over here, so that's cool. We shall juice this guy up, maybe get it to 80% or so. Cool, let's see how this goes. Make sure my credit card doesn't get billed. It could have backed up a little further, huh? But that'll do. Let's go see what the charging stats are inside. Okay, starting to charge.
Now turn left.
Yeah, this is seamless. Full self-driving has gotten so unbelievably good.
Don't talk yet, you're not in the spot.
I mean, it's just, it turns on the other blinker almost instantly. Cool. So I think that about wraps it up. What else do we have to do? Okay, we're in park. The car is good to go. Let me check the text message from Tesla here. What do they say? We hope you enjoy it. You can also activate FSD, enter destination, press and hold, blah, 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 blah. I don't think there's anything else we need to do. I think we're good to go. So I'm gonna leave the car and hopefully it doesn't get stolen and I don't get billed $60,000. But I would say that's it. That was pretty cool.
And that's it. Easy peasy. Simple to do. You can do it. We did this all same day. So I did it right from home in the morning, and then a couple hours later in the afternoon, we were out on our way. I should mention that in the Tesla app, obviously you will need the Tesla app to do this. If you're not super technologically advanced, it shouldn't be too difficult. Tesla does a pretty good job at making things easy for people. However, I do believe they have an age restriction, so you can't be like, I think it's like 20 or 21. I forget what the number is. So they have a restriction on that. They also will, probably depending on state, all that we needed to upload for Virginia was just a photo of my driver's license, the front and the back, and you do that through the app. Be forewarned, someone from Tesla, a really delightful person, will probably follow up with you before if they need more information, and they will probably follow up with you after to see if you liked your experience and how the ride went and if you used full self-driving. I do highly recommend taking some time to experience the full self-driving, especially on these newer vehicles. It's a really incredible experience if you're trying it for the first time. So overall, I would say getting in and out of the Avid Hotel, it is so simple. It's like using your own Tesla. It's hard to explain if you're coming in for the first time. Again, like the phone key, all that stuff is already all set up. It's ready to go once you get there. I will say I was a little bit surprised, some nuance here. Like 1:59, 1:58 p.m., like our scheduled time slot was 2 p.m. You were not able to locate the car or do anything before that. I kind of figured if we got there early, maybe we could interact with the car beforehand. No, that is not the case. You are locked into that time slot, and that is what you get. So that's one thing I want to mention. The last little piece I wanted to highlight was the supercharging. We didn't really go over that in too much detail in the video, but it was free. I didn't get billed for that. It's a really cool feature that you can go and experience the delight of driving one of these, of experiencing full self-driving, of making any mistakes, and then also being able to go and supercharge and experience what that's like. So I just think this is such a cool option for people to do. I hope that more legacy and EV OEMs and manufacturers implement stuff like this, because it's just nice to be able to go and experience this without having a salesperson right there. So that's our review. Hope it helped. God bless, and we'll see you guys in the next video.